Yeah, and a lack of imaginary or a lack of imagination could lead to poor gameplay style, but it does seem like they did pretty well. The Warhawks going up 1-0 against the Hartford Hawks, going into this Kings Row match. Could the both of you, maybe Ted's cousin, give me a little bit of a taste of how they were playing, how the play styles differed? It seemed like they were playing largely the same comp with Zarya.
Well, UHart is trying to play more of a spammy comp with the, as you see the Sojourn coming out, and they're running a Reinhardt, which can be very interesting. UHart has been playing more of the, kind of trying to play spam with the Sojourn Genji. Well, blue team, I keep forgetting the name, Warhawks, are trying to play more of that brawly type comp with Reaper Genji, Reaper Mei, just get up in their face.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to be interesting on Kings Row, renowned for Overwatch 1 prominence between the Reinhardt and the Zarya. This time it's going to be the Reinhardt versus the Zarya. The Reinhardt on defense with the Mei. I feel like the Mei is going to be very strong as that pseudo off tank to be able to provide the utility from that wall. We'll have to see how this first fight goes as times ticks down and Kings Row is starting. That's going to be 0-1 and Widow from Hartford Hawks peeking out of this top door.
Yeah, it's over here trying to get a pick here. It's a very brawly comp. Ryan's playing very far up. I don't know how I feel about this positioning, but the wall is going to try to come up and get someone locked out.
Yeah, it's definitely aggressive. If they lose this choke point, or maybe even waste the wall here, that's going to be very detrimental. And that's going to be a wall with no capitalization. However, Nif does go in, jumping over the wall and getting taken out by the Reinhardt. Bark taking him down, getting the value that they didn't... I didn't see coming.
I mean, yeah, that's... Gotta have better positioning there. Positioned a little bit too far up. Wasn't able to get help from the team, but he is back, so we're going to see this next fight coming out here.
Yeah, and there also is a Sojourn on the Warhawks as they immediately take out one. That's going to be True Blade 16 going down the Zarya, down and the Emo. This is going to be a big capitalization moment, but yeah, with them holding up so close, it's going to be dangerous for Warhawks to actually walk through that choke. They're just going to take their pick and leave, waiting on University of Hartford to actually make a move. As once again, get back to this aggressive choke fight.
It's a brawl versus poke, and brawl is able to play so much better in Overwatch 2. And right now they're just holding this choke. Not much poke angles to get, but Nift is going to try to take an off angle here, possibly get above, maybe behind. He's going to try to get behind, put a slow down to push through.
Yeah, and that slow could be really important as they do cede a little bit of ground and then waste the wall, but the Genji should be able to get above as Nift finds one with the Mei. That Mei going to be no longer able to provide that heavy, close brawl damage. Genji does go down.
Sojourn all coming out here. Gonna have to play slow. You have the advantage, but Blackout peeking out right into that railgun.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, going a little too fast there. Oh, but Nift able to find the Ana. And that's going to be two down with one coming back from spawn for Warhawks here. That Reinhardt dangerously low without an Ana. The Genji going into the back line, inside of Hotel, finding two, finding three, and a Mei stalling out point here. This looks like it's going to be going towards the Hartford Hawks for this first point.
Yeah, I mean, very well played. They just played slower than the other team could play, got that pick, and really didn't force their way in, other than Blackout maybe going a little bit too far, but you already had that man advantage at that point, and you have closer response.
Yeah, that zero-sum game just kind of neutralizing itself out, and Hartford able to take this first point. They're not playing too aggressive. In the past, they've gone up to 3, maybe even 4 corners ahead of where their supports are playing on point. Opting to not do that. Hopefully that's just some of that VOD review coming in, helping them out. And looking towards this next fight, they do have the grab online, University of Hartford. It's interesting where they're going to play it, as Warhawks definitely have the control. Great control of this corner right there. That's 4 down immediately.
And just still playing a little too fast for okay. Adam doing a little AFK.
Asking for the blood gods.
There's now 2 picks coming in, and all of a sudden it's an even fight. I don't know how that flipped, but we're just gonna not talk about it and keep going on here. Reinhardt trying to keep his team up, but he needs to back up. He does not have the manpower.
Ooh, and the manpower goes lower and lower as the Ana's taken out. The Reinhardt have to play NASCAR to get back to 3rd point so he can reconvene with his team. But yeah, that is a very impressive fight by Blackout and Nift. Doing a lot for race relations there. Really, really solid play and pushes them back a little further.
Now you're coming in here, you have a ton of ults to use, and this is a very big fight here. If they can get this, they have so much time on 3rd point, which can be very hard to push through. The grab is going to come out, Lamb coming out.
Ooh, but Bakumbe's getting way too aggressive on that grab and just walking right into the brawl damage that is able to be put out by Warhawks. But a pick from Nift, a second one found, Ana and Sojourn down. There's only a 3-man advantage. or sorry, a one-man advantage by Warhawks, but yeah, they're gonna find that fourth man. And it's just going to be Nift alive in a 1v3 situation. Sorry, a 2v3 situation, as they do have the Baptiste alive. That Reinhardt is dangerously low.
Dead. May's going to be on the bat, but May might be overstaying the welcome there and is going to go down. And yeah, I mean, just the sustain that is coming out from this Baptiste is really helping UHart to win some of these fights. It
is tantamount to the fight wins here. Incredibly important. I mean, I didn't even notice him. Kind of playing like Kuriko and Kuriko's basketball. Completely unseen in the backline. An impressive play by Galaxy there.
Yeah, now you're gonna see Beat coming out, Blade coming out. You have a ton of ults on the side of UHart, and really only one Adam will get ult up here too. So 2 ults coming out from the blue team.
It could be a dangerous combination. That Sojourn ult as well as the Baptiste could lead to a one-shot body. There's also a Kiriko swap. Haven't seen a lot of Kiriko in these official matches. Ooh, that is going to be Overclock, finding one on the side of Warhawk. A second kill from the Reinhardt, able to be putting in the damage. That Lamp saves one, and Nift gets one in the back line. Don't know how that happened.
I don't know where he is, but he's doing something.
Third and then fourth pick. Sadly, Nift not able to recreate that Nift_FPS_Overwatch moment from previous King's Row matches, but finding one is clean, and especially walking out with all these ultimates. The ult advantage definitely on the side of UHart, but the longer they stay with these ultimates just kind of in their pockets, the worse position they're going to put themselves in for the economy.
Yeah, I mean, a very early ult out here. They just back up. They'll take that. They'll come in with 4 ults here against Shatter and be very happy with the position that they're in to be able to take the rest of this map.
Yeah, but that's going to be only under the pretense that they know what's going to happen. And that Shatter coming in strong. A great beat to save.
Big beat. Now Bark is way too overextended. Blade coming into the backline. Genji will be picked. He's going to look for another on the Baptiste. Will not be able to get him yet. Will end up finishing it off. And there's one more on the left that they didn't notice getting out.
Oh, some pigs coming up, they do notice.
They just noticed him now, but could have got that pick. That would have been such a big stagger. Now Nif coming out, the big kill. Gets 1. Gets 2.
He's Nift momenting. He's Nift momenting. Can I say it?
They got too scared.
They got too scared, and I think that might be a Charlie Niner slightly. They did have 4 alive before, obviously, Nift finds another one in OT. But that was only 1 pick on the side of UHart, still being able to push it into third with almost 2 minutes on the clock. That is not a bad finish.
I mean, it just seemed like they were too scared of the Nift over there. They saw him coming and backed up.
And that's understandable. Whenever I see Nift in real life, I mean, he's a staggering man, 7'2", absolutely jacked. I mean, you would be scared to see him on the streets in daytime or nighttime. Definitely in King's Row and those dark alleys, I would be scared of getting shanked.
I mean, yeah, this guy was a D1 basketball player. Like, he's known for being very good at everything he does.
Yeah, that D1 scholarship coming off the back of him playing in Europe alongside of some of the greatest of all time. I mean, you can't really deny that European ball and that extensive connections that he's made in his life, but glad that we managed to get him onto the UHart Overwatch team here as he's been putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, when you have esports coming up, everything gets dropped down. Esports is #1, can confirm.
Yep, that is always the priority, day in, day out. Man practically breathes Sojourn and every other DPS hero, but this is definitely going to be one of his stronger picks as you find him back on the Sojourn going into this defensive hold. Not a lot changing on the UHart team, and only one major thing really changing on the the Warhawks as they swap from the Rhine onto the Zarya.
Zarya is just a better pick overall. Zarya right now in the game is just absolutely busted, and they have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, looking like Candace in that episode of Phineas and Ferb, absolutely busted. But Kapum-based already finding 2 in this fight as they push in real quick, finding a third. 2 headshots, 1 slash. Nif is able to pick up 1 more. And yeah, that Genji just a little bit too deep. I think the Warhawks went in a little bit too aggressive there.
I mean, now that you're looking at the comp, it seems like Warhawks just are going away from what they're used to. They're on the Ana now, which really doesn't give you the same sustain as Baptiste, and just the comp base, it seems like they have the UHart has the advantage.
Absolutely. Looks like they're probably going to be going for Nano Blades with the swap to the Ana. Hopefully they're able to use that Lucio as well to speed them around. But if they're going too aggressive, they're definitely not going to find the purchase that they're looking for as they push onto point here. Not really taking many off angles, but still able to get some poke damage to this backline, but not really committing.
Yeah, no.
Zarya dangerously low, finds the headshot.
Now it's going to be all backing up, but Ana is sitting in the slow as Nif kills 3.
Having a great time on the field.
He can get a 4th. Can he get the 5th?
Ooh,
It
go
does
for the
not
5
seem
kick.
like he'll get the 5th.
Sadly, the Sojourn is able to back out a little bit faster than Nift is able to find his head. Still a dangerous position to be in. You're in Nift's sight lines, you better be careful.
Yeah, I mean, now with the... I forget her ult, but one-shot ability up, the railgun coming up, it's gonna be big as he misses that shot. But we'll see what he can do with this ability.
Yeah, that overclock is going to be paramount, but he's kind of holding on to it a little bit later than I would activate into the fight. But granted, I'm not top 500 like this kid, as beat is going to come out from Warhawks here. To deny the blade, but then the beat goes down as the grab comes in hotel. No kills yet, incredibly low, they're all low, but Immortality Field lasts all the way to its death. But Nift is able to find one with the slow field. Become base following up with another slash, and then a headshot onto the Sojourn. And yeah, that's going to be Warhawks having to respect this and just back out or die. And I mean even looking at this, the ults seem even at this point still.
Yeah, I mean, a swap over to Mora, which is going to be very interesting, try to sustain. The positioning was just so much better by UHart. When they knew they were going to have to back out, they put people on the off angle to be able to pressure them from behind. And I mean, coming into this fight, 3 ults against 4, it's still going to be very close. But we'll have to see how it pans out here.
Yeah. A slight advantage in ultimates when it comes to Warhawks, but Nift denying that by getting the body shot clean onto Adam through the immortality field, sorry, through the amplification matrix. Still holding on, still has an overclock shot left, isn't able to find another. Trueblade finding that other one to make them all back out. That Moira is still alive. That Moira is not going to be able to provide as much heals, burst heals, as that Ana or the Baptiste would. It's definitely an interesting pick.
Yeah, now you're coming into this fight. Warhawks should win. The grab coming out, they're going to have Window and Blade. Already a pick. The beat's going to come out, save the Blade for after that. As 2 kills come out. People very low, they're going to be backing out, trying to sustain, then come back into this fight. You see the Blade coming out, trying to clean up. That's 1 for the Blade. And that will finish the fight.
Yeah. Don't know if it was fully necessary to utilize that Blade, but as long as it secures it, it secures it. And looking at a slight ult advantage between the Coalescence on the side of Warhawks and for the University of Hartford having Grav, definitely might be a stronger ultimate there. I also think, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it in the replay later, but I definitely think I saw that Genji reflecting when he got headshot. Become base reflecting when he got headshot by that other Genji. Probably a little mad about that one, but... Ooh, as Nift finds another one.
Nift somehow managing to find these picks when they just should not be happening.
No.
And just really being a difference maker in these matches.
Absolutely, and that allows them to no longer hold book like the previous defense team, instead being able to hold up on this archway. That archway is very, very powerful as long as nobody flanks around. It's difficult to flank around in this position.
I mean, Nift getting another pick. Grab coming out. The pick there, trying to find more. Need to play a little bit farther back. They just took a ton of damage there. As the Coalescence is going to come out. Zarya is going to go down. We'll see if Nift decides to maybe use ult here. Lamp out, and you just need a full regroup here.
Yeah, if you're not going to invest ultimates, there's no point in continuing forward. You can't all play like San Francisco Shock and use one ultimate in a lost fight and somehow still manage to win. But UHart playing and respecting this Warhawks team incredibly well, looking to probably go for this last fight engage on second point King's Row.
Blackout needs to be able to try to get this beat up as fast as possible for the grab if they're going to win this fight, but they still do have a lot of ults out. As Window comes out and Overclock comes out. Window of the team, grab coming out. But a big Blade.
Come
Need to
base
get the
just
Zarya.
doing wild things.
The beat does come out, which is going to save this fight. Nift killing 3. As
Wow,
he does.
I would say a large equalization of ultimates there, but Nift still holding on to this overclock on the Sojourn, and Griffin still getting close to that Blade. It's going to be an interesting next fight here, but we're down to 1 minute, second point King's Row, with essentially 1 ultimate apiece for Warhawks and University of Hartford.
It is, and it's going to do Blade versus Overclock, and Blade can be better, but it's very counterable. As Overclock, if you just hit your shot, you're going to get a kill.
Taking this aggressive angle, utilizing the overclock early in the fight. It's exactly when you would expect it to happen, but missing 3 shots in a row. 4th to the body, a 5th one missing, 6th one missing as well. Has an extra little rail charged up there, but only gets his Sojourn low enough to just maybe respect and back out. But nah, Warhawks are going to get aggressive here, getting closer to this Blade ever so slightly. Could be the difference maker.
Very good. Nift going very low. Is going to be killed. Lamp coming out. Can he kill the Lucio? He won't. He'll get boofed. everyone by the side of UHart low, but they will. I mean, Warhawks will flip the point. They had to back up way too much because of that blade, and yeah, Blade it made so much space that they're able to full out.
Yeah, and I mean that full cap that's important, especially with them pushing back and not even denying any sort of cart progress. Still, Warhawks coming in at lower time, unlikely to finish off above a minute. So it's going to be very interesting on the side of the University of Hartford and how they're going to be able to respond here. Ultimates are looking a little bit more, still weighted towards UHart as the grab comes out.
Not gonna lie, my Wi-Fi is not doing too good right now, so I see a freeze frame, but yeah, well, so I mean, that's something. And now at this point, Wi-Fi is not doing too good.
And that's understandable. I was going to give you the play-by-play there, but I don't think that my mouth can even move fast enough for it. University of Hartford finding 3-4 off of that grab and then 1 on the way back. That's going to be a really good fight for them as they bring it down to 40 seconds. University of Hartford not holding on to any ultimates. Holding on to 1 ultimate, the application matrix, as that grab is dangerously close to being online on the side of Warhawks. They're playing aggressive here, though. I like this position.
This will be the last fight as the grab comes out. Blade is probably going to come out from behind, trying to kill the more. The more will die. Going in for Blade here. Can he kill the Baptiste? Lamp down. Zarya 1. Big kill. Zarya 1. And almost a very good dash there. Now it'll be 10 seconds left in this fight. He's going to swap ball to try to touch. Will he be able to get there? He will.
Ooh, a good boop, but not enough to stop the touch. When the overclock coming in last second, everybody's got to turn their heads. The second they hear that this ends now.
Lucio will be killed here. The overclock trying to find something, trying to find Nift here. Make sure he can't get any more kills. But it is not looking very good for the side of Warhawks. Ball still on point as Devin is going to go down and then Nift is going to find Adam here.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of picks. Yeah, and that's going to be game there.
They will make it 1-1.
Yeah, University of Hartford equalizing 1-1 on Kings Row. An incredible performance by everybody on the team. But definitely probably want to highlight Nift here. Ooh, that's actually going to be True Blade 16 with the play of the game here.
It looks like it's not a grab, he's just spamming into a group.
Yeah, those right clicks
killed everyone.
I don't exactly know how that play of the game went to True Blade 16, but still overall a very impressive Zarya play overall. Definitely want to continue to highlight and sing the praises of Nift_FPS_Overwatch. I mean, we talked about the fact that he's played overseas basketball at an incredibly high level, played D1 basketball. I mean, he's an absolute freak of nature in general. But we got to talk about something else that might actually lend credence to why he's so good at Overwatch. He spent a good amount of time in Texas training with the best snipers ever, some to even be in the SEAL Team 6 that got Osama bin Laden back in 2012. An incredible performer, an incredible shot. Looking like he's hunting JFK out here with the headshots, and the rest of the team kind of looking like it, as they're going to equalize here going into Route 66. This is going to be the first time we've ever seen a 4th game. I'm excited to see. I don't even know if it's push or what it is, but it's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah. I mean, Nift is just out here going Wook Booth style on all these guys, and he's really doing very well with it.
Yeah, Nift known to actually have a passport that just says he can take the walk to Poland, an utterly incredible human being who's gotten multiple presidential commendations from every single president going all the way back to Ronald Reagan. He's just incredible, absolutely incredible. Surely his posthumous biopic will be played by, I mean, who could you even grab to capture the stature of a human as incredible as Nift_FPS_Overwatch? You don't know.